Hello, everyone. I am Ryan Clifton Boland. Thank you for joining me. All the ladies here and the mothers that are watching this video, happy belated Mother's Day. I hope you guys have had a joyous Sunday, and maybe family members are perhaps taking you guys out to dinner. God bless you all. Unfortunately, I got to bring some bad news, and it's involving the city of Chicago. Mayor Laura Lightfoot's city of what I would say city of blood. Uh, they've had over 23 shootings over the weekend, and several of them, I think, several of them have died. And this is very unfortunate. This is a reflection, I believe, a reflection of Laura Lightfoot's liberal, progressive policies. People can argue about other things, but I believe in part that it is a part of her liberal progressive policies. These liberal progressive policies do not help anything. They only destroy the country. They only destroy the city. So we're going to get into this. Let's get right into this article coming from Breitbart. And I'm going to give my commentary here. 23 shot, 5 fatally during weekend in Mayor Laura Lightfoot's Chicago. So unfortunate. 23 people were shot, 5 fatally during the weekend in Mayor Laura Lightfoot's Chicago. Yesterday, Breitbart News reported at least 15 people were shot Friday into Sunday morning alone in Chicago. The shooting victims included 2 fatalities, both of whom were killed on Saturday. Gets even worse. ABC 7 Chicago Sun-Times notes the number of shooting victims for the entire weekend rose to 23 by Monday morning, and there were 3 additional shooting fatalities. Now, let me point something out real quick. Some have argued that a lot of these shootings come from drive-by shootings and gang-related shootings, but that's neither here or there. Even if these are gang members killing each other, what, you supposed to just sit back and give them a slap on the wrist? I mean, it's a reflection of progressive liberal policies. But let's go on. The first additional fatal shooting occurred Friday night around 7:45 p.m. when 37-year-old Michael Conrad was shot while sitting in a white Chrysler in the 4400 block of North Hamlin Avenue. Conrad tried to drive from the scene but crashed. He was taken to a hospital where he died. The second additional fatal shooting occurred Sunday at 7:45 p.m. And I'm adding on Mother's Day. This is terrible. When a 20-year-old man in the 1200 block of West 72nd Place was shot in the head during a drive-by incident. He was taken to a hospital and pronounced dead. The final fatal shooting of the weekend occurred at 9:35 p.m. Sunday when another 20-year-old man, all these are young people. This is a shame. Young men were struck by gunfire while standing in his kitchen in the 2100 block of West Maypole Avenue. The gunfire came from outside of his home. The man was taken to the hospital where he died. The Sun-Times points out 195 people were killed in Chicago January 1st, 2022 through May 9th, 2022. 195 people were killed. That's a shame. That's a shame. And as I said before, this is arguably a reflection of progressive liberal policies. When are the American people going to wake up and see that these progressive liberal Democrats do not care about you? They care about pushing a socialist agenda. I believe these people's policies are destroying this country, and the best alternative is to not vote for them, to get them out. I don't know, to be quite frank with you, I don't know why no one is not trying to recall Laura Lightfoot. And even though she's the mayor, she can, I believe, I don't know exactly fully how their local government runs in Chicago, but she can petition. I'm going to make an assumption that she can petition or propose some kind of a law on the lawmakers there, make a proposal to say we need to do something, create some kind of law, something to curb this kind of violence. Because this is just getting out of hand. 195 people killed since January 1st up until May. 195 people. That's almost 200 innocent, well, I'm not going to say innocent lives, but I'm pretty sure some innocent lives were taken there Because with these drive-by shootings, I'm pretty sure that somebody who had nothing to do with the Bloods or the Crips or whatever gangs are a part of Chicago. I don't know the gang environment there. Boy, you know, the Bloods and the Crips, I think they Los Angeles, but you get my point. But I'm pretty sure some people was innocently shot, had nothing to do with these gangs. If in fact these are all gang related. Now here's another thing too that is crazy. Now, the article I just read to you about these fatal shootings over Mother's Day weekend, okay, due to what I believe to be, in part, to blame progressive liberal policies. I did a video several days ago in reference to Mayor, I think it's Adams of New York. I forget his name, Eric Adams, I believe, of New York. And in that article, it stated that he petitioned or sought the advice of Mayor Lori Lightfoot on how to deal with the violence in his own city. And I just said, you get the point now. Here is a progressive liberal mayor from New York City seeking the advice of another progressive mayor in another city on how to deal with violence and gun violence in his own city. Are these people even, is this a joke? It's got to be either both of these mayors are too stupid to know what's going on, or this is a plan. This is some kind of a plan to utterly destroy the country, because can't nobody be that retarded. You can't be that crazy and be in a position of authority like that unless you're trying to purposely destroy these cities. And honestly, I believe to some extent, and I've said this in previous videos, I believe that there is an attempt to try to demoralize the country. I believe for quite some time there's been a communist infiltration in our country that is pushing communist ideologies psychologically, not physically, but psychologically in the higher ups in terms of politics, religion, institutions, education. All of these are Marxist, communist concepts, but they're using mind control and psychology to demoralize the people, to bring them down to the point where they're like, whatever the government gives us, we taking. It's designed, I believe, to wear people down. But that's another story. Point is here, as American people, I think that more and more Americans need to see these people in places like Chicago and New York need to see that these progressive policies, democratic progressive policies, are not helping. They're destroying the country. But I, quite frankly, to be honest with you, in the end of this video, I believe a vast majority of Americans are beginning to see this. I said this before. These liberal policies are way too radical. And a significant number of Americans, even if they're registered Democrats, are seeing that. I said this before. I've had Democrats, people on my YouTube channel, make comments like, I'm not a Democrat. I mean, I'm not a conservative, but the Biden administration is a total failure. Clearly, this person is either independent or a Democrat. And I've had people on my job coming to me and say, you know what, man? I said this before. Said, you know what, man? You know what? That guy Trump, he was all right. And this guy's always a jokester. But when he came to me and said that, I just cracked up. I said, oh, really? He's all right, huh? He's like, yeah, because this guy we got right now is a total failure. Well, clearly, this, my employee, he's a Democrat. And from what I'm getting the impression of is that he voted for Biden just to get Trump out. They had so much hate for Trump. Get Trump out. Get this man out. This man is racist. He's Islamophobic. He's transphobic. He's all these phobias that no one could actually prove. They just took his words, took him out of context, twisted it, got all these Americans angry and bitter and upset and mad at the man to the point where they couldn't even explain why they was really mad at him. I would literally ask them, okay, can you give me some evidence that he's racist? Can you give me some evidence that he's this, that? They would literally say, struggling, trying to give me some evidence to support their claim. Now, if that's not mind control, I don't know what is. And yet they got the person in office they wanted in office. Now we're having all these problems. Progressive liberal policies is destroying the country. Come November, it's time for people to make a change. It's time to get Lori Lightfoot out of office. I don't know why nobody's trying to recall her. It's almost like the people in Chicago are dead, like they like zombies. Where's the people at? Where's the Chicagoans at? Why aren't they crying out about this? People in New York are crying out about Eric Adams, and he's been in office only like 4 or 5 or 6 months, and they crying out about him. He came in on a platform of we're going to deal with this crime, and we're going to deal with this, all of this kind of stuff, and nothing is happening. So the people are like crying out against him. The people that voted for him are crying out against him. Where are the people in Chicago? I don't ever read any articles or anything about the people in Chicago crying out against Lord Lightfoot. Not that I'm aware of. If there is, let me know in the comment section below. It's time for the people to rise up and get these people out of office because they're destroying these cities and they're destroying the country. But I just wanted to say that, what do you guys think about this situation, this unfortunate situation over Mother's Day weekend? Leave your comments in the comment section below if you like this video. Press the like button, share this video, and subscribe. God bless you all, and see you again.